Alright, so boom, you're here, I'm here, and we're about to dive headfirst into something pretty epic. My name is Alice, and for the next little while I'm taking you on a ride. Welcome to our journey through Germany. Today we're diving into the everyday life and hidden gems of this fascinating country. Forget the postcards for a second, we're going deeper. We're talking about the real Germany. The stuff you don't always see, the heartbeat under the surface. I've got my camera, a questionable sense of direction, and a whole lot of curiosity. This isn't just about ticking off landmarks, though. Yeah, we'll see some cool stuff. This is about feeling the vibe, you know, from bustling cities that never sleep to these tiny, serene villages that feel like they're straight out of a storybook. And from delicious food that'll make your taste buds sing to historical landmarks that will make you stop and think. We've got it all covered. I want to show you what it's like to actually here, to live it, even if it's just for a day or a meal or a train ride. So buckle up or don't. I'm not your boss, but definitely get ready. We're going to explore, we're going to eat, we're going to get a little lost probably. And hopefully by the end of it, you'll feel like you've been right here with me. This is Germany through my eyes for you guys. Let's get started. No more talking, more doing. Let's hit it. Waking up in Berlin is an experience. The city's already humming. There's this energy that just pulls you out of bed. I threw on some clothes, grabbed my camera, always the camera, and just hit the streets. First mission, coffee and something to eat, because let's be real, nothing happens before coffee. The air's got that cool, crisp city morning feel. The city just breathes life, even at 7 a.m. And speaking of bread, the bakery's here, forget about it. It's not just a place to grab a croissant, it's like a sanctuary of carbs. I found this little spot, steam on the windows, the smell of heaven wafting out, rows and rows of brötchen, pretzels bigger than my head. I just stood there for a minute, soaking it all in. The locals are in and out, quick, efficient. They know what they want. Me? I wanted one of everything. This is where the day truly begins for so many Berliners. A quick stop, a friendly nod, and then off into the urban sprawl. Next up, the U-Bahn. Berlin's subway system is legendary, and honestly, it's a city under the city. All right, so after the beautiful chaos of Berlin, I needed a breather, a big one. So I pointed myself south towards Bavaria. And let me tell you, the shift is almost immediate. It's like stepping through a portal. The concrete jungle gives way to rolling green hills, the U-Bahn's replaced by winding country roads, and the city's hum fades into, well, actual cowbells sometimes. It's a different planet, but still Germany. It's wild. The air feels cleaner, the pace slows right down, and you can actually hear yourself think, or just hear the birds, which is a nice change. We're talking traditional Bavarian villages here. The kind you see on postcards, but they're real. Houses with dark wooden balconies overflowing with bright red geraniums, murals painted on the walls, little streams gurgling through the town square. It's almost aggressively charming. I found this one village, nestled in a valley, smoke curling from chimneys, even though it wasn't that cold. It just felt cozy, like the whole place was giving you a hug. People here move differently, they talk differently, there's a sense of calm that's infectious. I felt my shoulders drop about 3 inches within an hour of arriving. Okay, let's talk about something that hit me like a ton of bricks. Pretty much as soon as I landed in Germany, punctuality. It's not a stereotype, people, it's a way of life. I consider myself reasonably on time, you know, New York on time, which means if you're 5-10 minutes late, it's cool. Here, not so much. My first train, I strolled up about 2 minutes before departure thinking I was golden. The doors were closing, the conductor gave me. I learned my lesson real fast. German time is precise, it's non-negotiable, and it waits for no one. And it's not just trains, it's everything. Meetings, appointments, even casual meetups with friends. If someone says 2 p.m., they mean 2:00 p.m., not 2:05 or 2:10. At first, I found it a little intense, almost stressful, like where's the wiggle room, the spontaneity, but then you start to see the flip side. Things run smoothly, incredibly smoothly. Trains depart when they say they will, buses arrive like clockwork, appointments start on the dot. There's a certain beauty to that efficiency, a respect for everyone's time that's actually kind of amazing once you get used to it. All right, buckle up your taste buds because we're diving into one of my favorite parts of any trip, the food. And German food, let me tell you, it's more than just sausages and pretzels, though those are pretty great too. I made it my mission to try as many iconic dishes as I could find, and my stomach is both thrilled and slightly terrified. First on the list, because you just have to, is currywurst. It's a Berlin staple, a steamed then fried pork sausage, cut up and drenched in this sweet, tangy, curry-spiced ketchup. Found a little imbiss, a street food store, and just went for it. Messy, delicious, and utterly satisfying. This is street food perfection. Then, of course, there's schnitzel. You can't come to Germany and not have schnitzel. I opted for the Wiener Schnitzel, the real deal made with veal, pounded thin, breaded and fried to golden perfection. Usually served with some lemon wedges and maybe some potato salad or fries. I found this cozy little restaurant, dark wood, friendly service, and the schnitzel was bigger than my plate. Crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. It's simple, but when it's done right, it's a masterpiece. I can see why this is a national treasure. It's comfort food elevated. Now for something a little different. Königsberger Klopse. When you think German beer, you probably think Oktoberfest, right? Lederhosen, giant tents, millions of people, and yeah, that's a huge part of it, but German beer culture is so much more than just one festival in Munich. I wanted to find that authentic, local beer hall experience, the kind that happens all year round in towns big and small. And let me tell you, these places are institutions. They're where communities gather, where stories are shared, and where the beer flows like, well, beer. It's a whole different vibe, and I was ready to soak it all in. I found this incredible beer hall, not in a major city, but in a smaller town. Wooden beams, long communal tables, a bit of an oompa band playing in the corner. Not too loud, just right. The air was thick with the smell of roasted meat and hops. It wasn't packed with tourists, it was full of locals, families, groups of friends, old guys playing cards. There's this immediate sense of camaraderie. You sit down at a shared table and suddenly you're chatting with strangers, clinking glasses, laughing. It's that Gemütlichkeit everyone talks about, that feeling of warmth, friendliness and good cheer. And the beer itself, served in these massive glass steins or maßkrugs that hold a whole litre. You know, in some places breakfast is an afterthought, a quick coffee, maybe a piece of toast on the way out the door. Not in Germany. Here, Frühstück breakfast is an event. It's a ritual, it's taken seriously, and it's seriously delicious. I've had some amazing breakfasts on this trip, and it's completely changed my perspective on what the first meal of the day can be. It's not rushed, it's savoured, and it sets you up for whatever the day throws at you. I quickly learned to look forward to my German mornings. The star of the show, without a doubt, is the bread, specifically Brötchen. These are crusty rolls, and they come in a million varieties. White, whole wheat, rye, seeded, poppy seed, sesame seed, you name it. Every bakery, every hotel breakfast buffet has a mountain of them, fresh from the oven. The smell alone is enough to make you happy. They're crispy on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside. Slicing one open, hearing that crunch, it's just so satisfying. This isn't your average sad pre-sliced bread. This is an art form. Then come the toppings. And oh, the toppings. We're talking platters of Aufschnitt cold cuts. Salami, ham, turkey, Leberwurst, liver sausage, surprisingly good. Teewurst, a spreadable smoked sausage. And cheese. So much cheese. If you've ever dreamed of fairy tales, of knights and princesses and towering fortresses, then Germany is your place. This country is literally dotted with castles, hundreds of them, each with its own story, its own magic. And I'm not talking about a few old ruins here and there. I'm talking about majestic, jaw-dropping structures that look like they've been plucked straight from the pages of a storybook. My mission, to explore some of these fairy tale castles and see if they live up to the hype. Spoiler, they totally do. It's like stepping into another world. First up, the king of all fairy tale castles, Neuschwanstein. You've seen the pictures. It's the castle that inspired Disney's Sleeping Beauty castle. Perched high on a rugged hill surrounded by mountains and forests, it's almost unreal. Getting there is an adventure in itself, a bit of a hike or a carriage ride. But when you finally see it peeking through the trees, it takes your breath away. It was built by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, Mad King Ludwig, as a dreamy, romantic retreat, and it is exactly that, a fantasy made real. Walking through Neuschwanstein is like walking through Ludwig's imagination. The rooms are opulent, theatrical, inspired by Wagnerian operas. Swans everywhere, he was obsessed. The attention to detail is insane. You can't come to Berlin without confronting its 20th century history, especially World War II and the Cold War. It's heavy stuff, but incredibly important. Berlin faces its past, learns from it, and remembers. Walking through the city, you see these reminders everywhere. It's a somber experience, but necessary, understanding the shadows to appreciate the light. The Berlin Wall divided a city, a country, a world. Today, remnants stand as symbols of freedom and reunification. Okay, after some heavy history, I was ready for something a little lighter, a little more magical. And boy, did I find it. I'm talking about Rothenberg ob der Taube. It's like a time capsule, perfectly preserved medieval walls, half-timbered houses painted in every color, cobblestone streets so charming you almost don't mind tripping on them. I'd heard it was beautiful, but I wasn't prepared for just how beautiful. So, I've done the city hustle in Berlin, the slow village life in Bavaria. What's next? How about blasting across the country at nearly 300 kilometers per hour? Yep, I'm talking about the ice train, the Intercity Express, Germany's high-speed rail network. This is German efficiency and technology on full display, and I was ready for the ride. Finding my platform was easy, and then whoosh, the sleek, futuristic-looking train glided silently into the station. Stepping onto the ice train is like stepping into the future of travel, or at least a very civilized present. I found my window seat, settled in, and just watched as the train pulled smoothly.